Louisiana.
On the subject of crime, 2 teenagers were arraigned today for beating to death a group counselor with a steam iron, and they're going to be tried as adults. NBC4's Mary Parks has more from San Bernardino.
Relatives, friends, and co-workers are struggling with the violent beating death of George Onyango, an attorney and educator who spent his lifetime helping children in his native Kenya and in California.
Apart from raising funds to provide for funeral expenses, we are also concerned about the welfare of the children, particularly the education, given they have a long way to go.
The news that Onyango had been bound and beaten to death with a steam iron at a group home in a quiet country neighborhood in Yucaipa was shocking enough. That Onyango's slaying orphaned his 2 young sons only made it worse.
It's really a great loss for the children. Yeah, it's a hard fact to deal with that at this point they don't have mom and they don't have dad.
Onyango brought his family to America 3.5 years ago from Kisumu, Kenya's 3rd largest city. His wife Beatrice was a scientist there, but just a month after settling in Yucaipa, she fell ill and later died of a brain lesion. Left a widower, Onyango took care of his then 8- and 11-year-old sons. He studied for the California bar during the day while working nights at the group home. Colleagues called him an advocate and mentor, even to the teenagers now accused of his murder.
He was committed to his kids, committed to the kids in the community. He not only brought that commitment here to the United States, but that was something he exhibited when he was in Kisumu. I mean, he had a passion for kids.
Most people in the community were unaware the suspects had violent backgrounds before being sent here from Northern California. Friends say if the teenage suspects had only given Onyango a chance, they would have learned he wanted nothing but good things for them, including a future free of crime and full of promise. Mary Parks, Channel 4 News.
As you gathered from Mary's report, the community is trying to raise some money, funds for the expenses to send the victim's body home to Kenya so he can be buried alongside his wife, and an education fund also for those orphan sons of his. Contributions can be made through the Arrowhead Credit Union in Yucaipa.